Hey guys, it's me, ZbotZero. Today, I want to share my experience with commissioning art because I have never done it before and I wanted to record my experience. That way, anyone else who might be interested in commissioning art will at least have an idea of how to go about it. Before that though, I want to show off the new stuff I commissioned. The credits to the wonderful artists of these creations will be in the description. Now, some of you may be thinking, whoa, so cool, and how do I get cool art stuff like that? Beside the point. Well, I don't use Twitter, so I can't say anything about that. However, there is this super cool website called VGen. VGen is a website where you can commission artists for many different things, such as music, videos, art, reference sheets, graphics, VTuber models, streaming assets, etc. VGen makes commissioning artists much easier and is very user-friendly. When you commission someone, each artist has a clear set of guidelines that you can follow that make them easy to commission. For example, this artist has a rig-ready VTuber model, and they have clear instructions of what's included and rules that you have to follow. Like right here, see? Some artists can also be paid in many ways, such as, say, Apple Pay, Google Pay, Visa, etc. Plus, all your personal info stays with you and is never shared with the artist. When I was commissioning the art I wanted, it was processed through PayPal, so any issues, as far as I remember, with paying or being paid as the artist will have to go through PayPal. Another thing to add is that if the artist is not verified, you will need to create, at minimum, a PayPal account to commission. So, I guess be aware of that. When commissioning, the customer must be aware that clear communication and patience are key. For example, when I was commissioning for a reference sheet, I needed to make sure that I had my character idea and the details laid out, so that it would be easier for the artist to follow along. It was easier for me since I have a model I made myself in Vroid Studio. So I have my own idea what my character is beforehand, making the process of commissioning a lot smoother. However, say you don't have a model already. I would suggest beforehand, sketching what your character might look like. If you think your drawing skills are kind of bad and the artist won't really have much to go off of, ask a friend who's good at drawing. Explain about your character and brainstorm with them. You should also be aware that you need to make sure that you are doing some world building when creating the character. World building gives a character depth and detail. When there's a story behind the character, you can give them more details, which will result in good design. If you don't have many options for your character, you can also brainstorm with the artist if they are willing to take the time and be patient with you. Just be aware that this option would likely end up being a lot more time-consuming for both you and the artist. Moving on, most artists will have a portfolio and a rating set by people who have commissioned them in the past. Just be careful, since they can also rate you depending on if you were cooperative or being rude. Having a good or bad rating as the customer can set you up on whether another artist in the future will take your commission request. Another thing to consider is your budget. Sometimes the art can look really nice, but also be really expensive. For example, when I was researching reference sheets, I found that they can go from like $50 to upwards of almost $600. In any case, look for art styles that you like and be aware of the pricing. Make sure as well, before deciding who you want to commission, to have a list of artists and be wary of each one's rules and pricing. I picked out at least 6 artists before deciding to go with the one I wanted for the reference sheet. Being aware of guidelines and prices, and trying not to be too stingy, since, well, you get what you pay for. It all probably seems a bit complicated, but it is really simple once you understand what to do. To sum it up, this is my experience with commissioning. If I left anything out that you guys are still curious about, feel free to ask in the comments. And if you guys want to commission the artists I did, they were really nice to work with, they're still in the description. Otherwise, I'd recommend researching on your own to find what you like. Remember to not set your expectations too high. Art isn't perfect, and sometimes you won't always get what you want. Sometimes, however, you may find that it was better than you expected. In any case, have a good day.
I just want to add there are these really cool artists, Igui and Bond, that I really want to commission. Go follow them on VGen now, so they can get verified, and I can buy from them. I want to buy the juicy art, and buy emotes and